so many success stories. We have a number of people who come into us, and because they've had their traditional insurance tell them, oh, this is the only kind of chair that you're able to do, really they have a little power wheelchair that has these little small wheels that are hard plastic, and it's really uncomfortable for them to use. So they have a power wheelchair, they're able to use it, but they can't get through their day because they're so tired or they're in so much pain.
Oh.
So we'll have people and we'll bring them in and we'll have them try the equipment. That's another thing that ICS is able to do. We have the space, we have the support from our vendors and from our manufacturers, that we have a lot of demo equipment available to us, so somebody can come in and they can try the equipment, they can drive around in it, they can make sure that they're comfortable, that they know what they're getting. So we'll have people, we'll sit them in the chair, we'll try this cushion, and try a different cushion, and I've had people burst into tears and tell me that they've not been, they couldn't remember what being comfortable felt like. And we accommodate. The human body is remarkable and accommodates to good things and to bad things, so it becomes very used to being in pain. So the opportunity to allow someone to tilt in space, or to change their angle, or even just to have a comfortable cushion where they're able to be well supported, can change their life. The opportunity, as far as us being clinicians and having the time to sit and to go through with a member as they come in and ask them a lot of questions. We've referred people straight to the emergency room where they've had surgery within a day or two, because we were the people who had the time to ask the question that led to the realization that perhaps it was a tumor in somebody's neck that was causing the pain and dysfunction, rather than just because they used a wheelchair. So that's an amazing event for all of us. I mean, no one expected that.
Saved a life there.
Yeah, from a wheelchair evaluation would come a successful surgery that saved a woman's life. We've had people who've been told that they're not able to get a power wheelchair, again, because of the dictates of their insurance. They had arthritis, and then because they can walk in their home, Medicare in particular, if that's your primary insurance, limits power mobility to somebody who needs it to get around in their home. So if you're able to take the steps in your home to get to the toilet, to get to your bedroom, to get to your kitchen, under Medicare guidelines, you do not meet their what they call in-home mobility requirement for performance of your day-to-day activities. So you do not qualify for a power wheelchair. So some people are really restricted to their homes, and once they get outside, they fall, they're unable to do that. So we get people who come in and they're just looking for maybe a scooter or maybe a low-end power wheelchair, just so they can get out and be a member of their community again.
So they're not so isolated.
So they're not so isolated. So those are tremendous as well. Or people who, ICS supports a primary chair and a backup wheelchair. So somebody who has a power wheelchair because that's what they needed and that's what to be independent, but all of their family lives at a place that has a couple of steps. So when you take a 300-pound wheelchair and you add a 180-pound person into it, getting it up a couple of stairs becomes really tricky. So perhaps we provided a ramp for them so that they could get to somebody's house for Christmas. Perhaps we provided them with a manual backup wheelchair that somebody is able to help them up those couple of stairs.
That's
so there's
wonderful.
It's a really, really neat,
really rewarding
place to work.
Yeah,
so
excellent.
it's
Thank you.
amazing.
So before you said you were telling a story of where a person was being fitted for a wheelchair and they burst into tears because of the change of cushion, I should say, was so much more comfortable than what they were accustomed to. Let's not have the viewers think, as I would have thought, oh, well, we'll just stick a cushion under them. That'll make them feel better, right? Because that could be causing more damage, we're learning.
Absolutely. Specialized wheelchairs, we spend some time and effort to make sure that we've got the cushion correct. But cushions have a life to them. Either if they're air, they need to be maintained and checked on a regular basis. If they're gel or foam or specialized foams, they need to be checked. They'll bottom out over time. We'll need to replace them. Sometimes, somebody was just given a chair through discharge planning, oftentimes at a hospital where it's somebody who doesn't do wheelchairs day in, day out that prescribes the equipment, so the cushion is not really meant for anything other than from here to there. And it's at the end of its useful life.
So the great thing of working in an independence care system, I'm in the field a lot, but I also I'm in the office, and I'm in the downtown Brooklyn office where one of our clinics is located. So I get to see members coming in and out. I see their problems, and I see problems being solved and them kind of being able to leave and get the services that they need. And also, we actually have members that are wheelchair users that work for us as well. And so
Yeah.
we have people that we have a quadriplegic that uses a sip and puff, and so they're able to come to work every day, and these are things that they wouldn't be able to do. They wouldn't be able to live this kind of independent, active life if they didn't have the services that we provide on the wheelchair side.
And absolutely, and it's a fantastic thing when people come in and see our staff members in wheelchairs. That person works here? Yes, yeah, they do. You know, there's a whole world of opportunity once you're able to get outside of your house, which is one of ICS's philosophies, is full and independent participation in a community life.
Excellent.
And I just want to say, we have a bunch of tip sheets that talk about wheelchair maintenance, talk about pressure ulcers. You can find them all on our website at www.icsny.org, and I'm sure you'll be able to post that for the viewers so that they can see it as well.
Yes. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
participating in the panel today. I think the viewers have learned a lot about wheelchairs that we never knew before, and it's so important with so many aging boomers having aging parents that we get the right care, the right wheelchair, and most importantly, the right managed long-term care organization taking care of our loved ones. So thank you to both of you from Independence Care System for coming on this show, and we hope that we'll see you again.
Thanks for having us,
Thanks for
Angela.
having us.
And viewers, you can watch us every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock in Staten Island on Channel 34. You can also watch us in the other boroughs at 8:30 p.m. Goodbye now.